Broadcasting live from sunny South Florida and the best way to start your Saturday. This is KMA Talk Radio. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of fine cigars. And now your KMA crew. The man with the scoop, William Cooper. Alex the Goat Tavella. And always telling it like it is, Honest Abe Dababneh.
I like to smoke them like the Winston Churchill, like John Kennedy, yeah. Remember Coach Red Auerbach, smoked up for victory, yeah. Well, you can take my wife, you can take my car, but you can't take my big cigar. My cigar.
Good morning to all our loyal listeners, libertarians, and lovers of the leaf. Honest Abe here, and we are broadcasting live, episode number 600. That's right, 600. And here joining me today, as always, is my trusted KMA crew, the man they call the GOAT, Alex Tavella. And of course, our dear friend always bringing us industry news, rumor, and teaser free, William the Scoop Koopa. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are we doing today?
We're doing all right on this fine 600th episode of a Saturday, huh?
Yeah.
It's 600. I figured it's about almost 14 years now we've been doing this.
It's over 14. Next year will be 15. It's 2011 was the first KMA.
Coop knows.
I don't know. I don't remember. I think it was like a September, I want to say, of 2011.
Coop knows.
Yeah, I want to say it was September.
Trying to figure out. I'm trying to.
Yeah, because, yeah, God, we did the 10-year anniversary show at J.C. Newman was long ago.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
We did that at the factory.
That was actually a pretty fun day.
It was. That was a very good day. I enjoyed that one a lot.
That was a nice time, and I think they loved having us. In fact, they invited us back. I think maybe we haven't done a remote in a while. Maybe we should look when they finish that historical building they're doing over there.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that will be before episode 700 or
right.
Maybe right around episode 700. Who
maybe
knows?
Around, yeah. I mean, they were talking the end of next year. I think that's a little aggressive. I would say probably going to be 27 we see it.
All right. So, being episode number 600, first off, I got a special guest in my office. Decided to do 600 here. My son's in the background.
I was going to say, who the hell is there? I knew Sarge was there. Who else is there?
Sarge, Eli Sarge is in the
nice
for broadcast 600. What's everybody smoking today? You guys out there too? What are you smoking for episode number 600? Let's see. What you got, Coop? Padron.
I got the Family Reserve 45 Maduro.
Nice.
I took out the good stuff today. Yep.
What are you smoking?
The Padron Family Reserve 45 Maduro.
Oh, nice. I fired up a mummy for this morning.
Mummy? Got me a chubby.
Nice little chubby unicorn.
I almost went with an emerald fish, which Abe kind of I actually, funny story. Abe messages me on Monday saying, "Hey, you never claimed your emerald fish, right?" And I'm like, "No, I bought the emerald fish. I got him. I got the box sitting here." And what happened is I actually didn't pay for my deposit, right? By the remainder of my deposit, I actually just bought
ordered the regular product.
So he's like, "Yeah, I wanted it." So I'm like, "Yes, I got another box actually." So yeah, I don't know what I did. I mean, it's funny because I'm laughing because Abe, the instructions you guys normally send for this stuff are like very elementary, right? I've always said they're not hard to follow them. I obviously didn't follow them, is all I'm going to tell you. So.
And there's a notification on when you log in with a link that takes you right to the page.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
You weren't the only one that did that, believe it or not. And we've extended the deadline. Deadline was December 5th. But we extended to the end of the month because we want people to, we're trying to avoid all the emails afterwards.
Sure.
And we get it every year, so we extend it to the 5th. In fact, I just got a customer service email today, this morning, right before the show. I was going through it. Oh, I ordered my deposit, but I never got one single email. Bro, we've sent out, here's what they don't understand. We've sent out probably at least 8 to 10 emails by now, plus the notifications on your account. But what happens is, because this guy's a first-time customer, so he probably just ordered the Emerald Fish from us, hasn't placed one order ever. So he probably unsubscribed from our emails. Well,
yeah, you're not going to get your notification.
When you unsubscribe from the emails, guess what? You ain't going to get the notification.
Yeah, mine was just I boned it up. I mean, I knew the notification was there. I just boned the whole thing up.
So, in celebration,
I have an idea for that.
What?
Talk to you later.
Okay.
For that issue, that particular issue.
In celebration of our 600th episode of KMA, what would it be if we didn't offer a very exciting special for everybody out there to celebrate? We've only made 100 packs of these, and there's only 600 cigars for 600 episode. And these are all cigars from these cigars from the fabulous sponsors of our show. And it's the KMA 600 episode sampler. It's a $76 pack for $19.95. That's right. $19.95. 100 of them only. 600 cigars. When they're gone. Alex, do you have a link for that? Can you post it in the chat?
I did.
There you go. Good man, Charlie Brown. And that's in celebration of our 600th episode. We'll probably mention that in hour 2 if there's still any in stock.
So I'm curious. It just occurred to me. I just looked it up. I mean, so Abe, you're the only one essentially that can actually claim 600 episodes. I just looked up. I came in, my first full-time episode was episode 393 with Kurt Kendall. Was actually my first episode besides the wild guest appearance with Lars.
That was funny.
Now, Coop, you started contributing much earlier than me. Where around did you come in?
I came in January 2017. So I want to say that was before episode 300.
I mean, I don't know if 600 is the most episodes because, you know, there are people who do multiple shows in a week, like Coop. Coop, you do more than one show a week. So
but if KMA, I know I was at episode 300 in Atlanta that we did.
So, yeah, but I think we may be the longest running now. It's either between us
and Cigar Authority, probably.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Got to be it.
I think those are the two that are those two. Like we are one of the two longest. Cigar Authority is the other one. They've gone 700 episodes, I believe. They're at 700.
I think we've missed a lot of episodes, though.
Yeah, they started like a year and a half earlier.
Did they?
Yeah, they did. They started early 2010.
Which should give you a 40 episode head start and a couple of misses. They do 2, 3, 4 a year more than us. Yeah, get you 100 more over the course of 10 years.
Literally,
15 years.
Literally. So going down, Coop, were you ever on the Bloggers Corner?
Yes, I survived the Bloggers Corner. Is from what I remember.
So. Just a little trip down memory lane. First off, let me take this. This was our webpage when we launched. That was the KMA webpage. These were all segments of every show. Jump in the fray. We had a political segment. Terrible idea.
That was your brother who did that, right?
Yeah, well, did he call in for some points? Probably.
Maybe.
Now, the shout box you see here in the middle.
Oh, the shout box. Yes.
Because you got to remember, we had no video. So the shout box is where people would just listen to the show at home, and it was a live, like, comment box where people would interact. Just like how we have comments on the show now.
Yeah.
Where we interacted every day. But, yeah, this was our initial website when we launched the page. All our little different segments. And this is even before Bloggers Corner.
Yes. The old asshole of the week.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? It's not even that web page is like bad.
Oh yeah,
but Steven, still, you go back 15, 20. That's kind of how websites were. Like jam
Yeah.
as much information and as much room as we would totally take the opposite approach today. But that's how websites were in general. Get as much information as you can in there on that page.
Yes.
So
That's interesting.
got another little interesting segment I dug up for everybody here. So we've had a lot of shows or segments, I should say, that have come and gone throughout the time. And what people don't realize is for, I don't know how many years it was, there was no video. We were on radio. We just aired on radio and it was just audio. So here's a little snippet of some of our segments over the years and the intros from the audio. I think it's pretty funny, some of these. Let's see how many you two recognize, or even our listeners out there, see how many you guys recognize.
Ah, the sun is so bright.
Blogger's Corner.
And I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when.
Now be nice. These guys don't get out too much.
We got so drunk we put Brick in a refrigerator box and threw him off the Golden Gate Bridge.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
He's traveled the world to find the best beers around. And by world, we mean the closest liquor store. It's Adam K's Brew Review. Welcome to the Cigar Asylum.
This one ran for a long time.
I think we still
We
have
all
the
go a
video.
little mad sometimes.
Yep.
Where logic and reason cease to exist. Cigar Showdown with John D13.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
You're scared? Well, you should be.
Cigar Vixen. Without a doubt, the finest blogger we've ever had.
She's still around.
A fortune and fabulous prizes may go to these
Get a
people
kid.
today if they know when.
It's fact or it's crap.
Crazy
Soon
segment.
you will know what it is like to be defeated by the hands of somebody who is truly better than you. I give you one option.
Play Kiss My Ash Trivia.
I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell.
It's time to meet your maker.
Hey, I stopped smoking cigarettes.
Oh, good.
Isn't that something? I'm on to cigars now.
What's new in the humidor? Adam K knows. Hopefully, he feels like sharing.
His ass was a wad of cookie dough. After a few weeks, he was carved out of wood.
Every show needs a whipping boy.
I want you to hit me
Punish
as hard
the
as you
whipping.
can.
It's time
Hit me again, Ike, and put some steak on it.
Punish me! Punish me!
to punish the producer.
Fast.
That was not Paul, right?
Last night I cut the light off in my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark.
Quick hits. Quick hits. Quick. Quick. Quick.
What? You think this is a game?
No, I think Jenga's a game.
Trivia fiends and pop culture junkies unite. It's Recluse Trivia.
Get more out of life. Come often and bring your family to our theater.
Was it good? Was it bad? Let's find out. Smoke screening. Smoking stories. Get your learn on.
It's time for Ask Dr. Stupid with your host, Dr. Stupid.
It's time for twits that tweet.
I forgot about that one.
We got a box. We got a box.
What?
We got a box.
I'm gonna open it.
Don't look at it.
Oh, what's in the box?
Let's ask Honest Abe. Cigar News.
Ugh.
Use your powers of deductive reasoning to say yes
Lies. Oh, lies!
or BS.
I am the smartest man alive!
You've got tons of questions. He's got tons of answers. It's time to ask Abe.
That was a good one.
Ah, the sun is so bright!
You do it very good, Luke.
Corner.
Yeah. Yeah, Luke.
Now be nice. These guys don't get out too much.
We got so drunk we put brick in a refrigerator.
Yeah, it looped. I gotta remember to turn off that loop track. There you go. Dude, I don't remember half of those segments.
There were a lot I didn't remember. Didn't Sokka have a segment at one point for the cigar science thing? Or I think he had one too for a while.
I think Matt Booth had one too.
Matt Booth had one also,
We did a parody of John Handy or whatever Handy
Yeah.
from Friday Night Live where he'd come and say a saying.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there was a lot of segments in there. But yeah, actually, Alan Rubin posted an old video of one of the Punished Producer segments.
That's his favorite segment of all time.
Let me tell you something. This is where Hebrew...
the Hebrew Hammer. Cletus something, or I forget his.
Man, let me tell you something. This kid, I was there. He didn't hold back. The smack of that, you hear it on the video, so much louder live. How this guy didn't cough up a kidney on that punch, I have no idea. It really was a brutal hit.
If it was Paul, Alex,
Paul would never.
He would have been dead. He would have been dead, Paul. I mean, Paul would be dead if he had done that.
Paul would have never
crumbled.
Any of that. Any of that. So it's funny. Oh, thank you, Juan. So it's funny. Gary Brooks mentions this. So I'm going to lay it up because I have 4 dummy dialers I'm going to play throughout today's episode. Okay. One's so long, it's a 2-parter. Okay. So I need to preempt dummy dialers for those who really haven't been following us long enough to know what it's about. So many, many moons ago, when Yellow Pages was still a thing, okay, we took an ad out, and the internet had, believe it or not, had just started coming up. So part of taking an ad in the local Yellow Pages was you got a digital ad, okay? And at this time, K2, Crush, bath salts, all this shit was just becoming the rave all over the country. Everybody was doing it. Everybody was going nuts looking for it, you know? And we were getting tons of phone calls, like every day. Tons. And it was starting to really bother my staff. So I said, fuck this. We got a recorder. And we started having fun when we got these calls. As soon as we got these calls, we say, oh, 1 second, please. And then we turn on the recorder. And we used to have a computer right there because a lot of times they're calling from other parts of the country. So when they start mentioning what highway, whatever, I start looking up. I say, where are you at? And he'd tell me, and I start looking it up so I can give him directions. So this went on for over a year, probably about 1.5 years, where we just took these actual live calls. And you're not going to actually believe when you hear some of the dialogue that these are actually real people calling, looking for
drugs.
Period. Yeah, looking for drugs. So I have 4 I'm going to play throughout the show. And I found all the archives from the majority of them. So we may trickle this on in upcoming episodes of KMA in the future. Maybe do one every now and then. But I got 4 today. And the first one I'm going to play for you guys, we call this one Butt Muncher. Okay. And the funny thing is we had different characters too. We had Boris, which was a Russian guy, which one of our employees did. I had a character called Sidewinder, a character called Yagi, who was a stoner. I had Preacher Bob. I actually got somebody to break down in prayer with me during one of the calls. It's some really funny stuff. But here's the first one we're going to play for today. And as you can see on the graphic, this is when the show was still called Kiss My Ash Radio. So here we go.
You're calling Smoke In. How can I help you?
Yes, I was wondering if y'all sold Spice.
Spice?
Yes.
What kind of spice?
I have no idea. I was just calling in reference for somebody.
Oh, well, you don't know what kind of particular spice you're looking for?
No, sir. I think they mentioned something. One was called, like, Sexy Lady or something. I think one was called...
Sexy Lady. Ooh, that sounds hot.
I know, right?
That's hot. We don't have that one. We have a couple of them, though. We have one called the Butt Muncher.
Yeah.
Rear Entry. And the Dingleberry.
Dingleberry?
Mm-hmm.
What are those running?
They're $14.95 for about 10 grams.
I mean, how does a guy not just flinch at these names right here? Like, it doesn't phase him.
Nope.
Doesn't phase him.
For how much?
$14.95 for about 10 grams.
10?
Yes.
All right.
Would you like
Where y'all located on from?
Oh, we're down by the water tower next to the river.
Yes, sir. All right, appreciate it.
Would you like me to hold one of those for you?
So just so you know, every time someone asked where we are, that was our answer. We're by the water tower next to the river.
Perfect vague answer. It's a perfect vague answer.
And you'd be surprised how no one ever questioned that a lot of times. Okay.
Well, listen, every town's got a water tower down by the river, so it's the perfect cover answer.
That's literally my response every time. So here we go.
No, I'll probably, because I haven't heard of none of those, so I'll probably just come in and check them out.
You've never heard of the Butt Muncher?
Oh,
the Butt Muncher's really good.
Like, I tell you the truth, I tried, I think it was called Chronic last night.
Mm-hmm. Yes?
And another buddy said that.
If you stop by, I'd be happy to do some butt munching with you.
Do what now?
If you want to stop by, I'd be happy to do some butt munching with you.
All right. Yeah, I'll probably do that then.
You be all right with that? You be all right with that? We butt munch together?
Oh, yeah.
All right, great. Good. Just stop on by. Come on in.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Very good. Nice talking to you.
I mean, it doesn't even faze them. I'm doing this. I'm like, are you sure you're going to be all right if we butt munch together? Yeah, man.
Joel, I will say, Joel, in fairness, even today, if you look for like cigar shop near me, not particular looking for cigar, you're going to get 3 cigar shops and 15 head shops. That's just how the world is made up. If you search cigar shop, you're looking for something local, you're going to get a couple cigar shops and a billion head shops. So these people just are going down the line. I'm sure they called, whatever, Happy Smoke Place right before they called Smoke Inn looking for spice.
It's funny, Jason. I used to actually get emails from people saying, I almost ran my car off the road listening to that segment. We used to get emails after the fact. But it was, and it took a very stressful, annoying thing for my staff, and we'd all have fun. And, this is in front of our customers, right in the front of our shop. They're all laughing. They're all in on it. I mean, it was really a fun time doing those segments.
They were great.
Yeah, he had no problem butt munching. He was ready to butt munch. That's funny.
Yeah, see, Eric gets it a few times a month now. Calls for Kratom, CBD, right? Delta 8, Delta 9 are big calls.
I didn't even know they still had that shit.
My favorite call I ever got was for syringes. Literally just looking for syringes. I was like, this isn't even head shop material.
So I will tell you this. Over the years, we've gotten a lot of calls, to Smoke Inn saying, hey, do you have any vacancy? Right? And I think this is right around when I opened up Port St. Lucie location. I decided to have a little fun. And I said, yes, we have only our elite penthouse suite available. And I quote him a price for something like $2,000 a night, right? Because in my mind, that's absolutely ridiculous. Who's paying $2,000 a night? And I'm thinking I'm turning this guy off, turning him away. So, and he says, $2,000 a night? Yeah. I said, it comes with your own butler and this and that. And I tell him the whole spiel or whatever. And he goes, all right. So I'm figuring it's done. 30 minutes later, I get a phone call. Hey, we're in this shopping center here. Where are you? I'm like, holy fuck. I actually had to apologize to the guy because he actually, smoking's on a sign there. He's looking for a hotel. He finds a cigar shop. And it bit me in the ass. I had to apologize. Say, listen, man, I was just having a little fun. I'm sorry.
That's funny.
Yeah, he was locally in Port St.
never know.
Looking for a place to stay, and $2,000 didn't phase him. So.
Didn't phase him.
Didn't phase him at all. He was ready to fucking come and spend $2,000 a night on a room. So
wow.
You know, it's funny. Every once in a while, too, Abe, there'll be like an old lady walking by the back of a shop, and they assume it's like a barbecue restaurant.
Oh, that
I've
too.
gotten that too. Yeah.
Yes, look in. Coop, I saw you with a picture with Guy Fieri.
Yes.
Yeah, North Carolina,
Guy Fieri was up in Asheville on Tuesday at Ben Lee, who's on my team, the shop he works part-time in. So I went up there. Now, what people don't know is this is saying a lot about Fieri as the person. Guy Fieri was supposed to go up there in September of last year. Hurricane Helene, caused that not to happen because the city was just completely, you just couldn't get around the city. Guy had promised the store, and he was also doing a Triple D show there, that he would come back, and he scheduled it for December of this week. What people also probably knew a few weeks ago, Guy Fieri had that accident. He had that fall, and he had to have the surgery, the quadriceps surgery, and he still kept that commitment. And I'm going to tell you, you could tell he was hurting that night, and he did that whole event that night at the store, and really kept his commitment to the community there. So it just says a lot about him as a person.
No, he's hardcore.
You really can't say enough. And honestly, we it's actually unsurprising if we think about it. Even before he's really became into the cigar world radar, this is a guy he's never been in a tabloid. He's never had a drama news story. He's not that kind of guy. You know what I mean? He's never had. He's just a stand. You don't want to be look, the guy's, as far as we can. This guy's just a stand-up guy all the way around the board. It just happens to be an insanely famous celebrity. But
they had to have this. Yeah. I mean, it said a lot for him. He made sure, everyone who got to see him and get a picture with him and get a box signed, that all took place. So you got to give it to the Espinosa team. They know how to run these events. They're well executed. There's no mayhem. Yeah. They do a great job. Jack Tarano was there along with his rep Gavin. They did a great job as well.
I ain't gonna lie. This is probably the second one I've had. Have you smoked one of these, Alex?
Chubby? I don't think I smoked it.
I've not smoked a Chubby.
Fucking good cigar, man. Next time you're in my office, you got to grab one.
Yeah.
No, look at the timing. Look at the timing.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that.
Dunbar.
Honestly, that was, listen, people, that was not, our ads go Espinosa and Dunbar. And that was not tried. I didn't.
No, it was not. I can tell you that. Because,
so happened.
That's kismet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this one, you can only get them like for events or functions. So I don't really come across these too much to smoke, but this is fucking good. That's our spot.
Let me ask you guys, just side note, quick. How you guys, where we at? December 13th. How we doing on Christmas shopping? How you guys doing?
My wife handles it. And she did it.
My wife handles it too.
She got most.
Did you handle her? Did you handle her already? Or not yet?
She got her Christmas gift while we were on the cruise. So, I mean, I still got to get something little token to put
something.
under
There's got
the
to be
tree.
something to put in the tree.
But,
right. But otherwise, I got you.
Yeah, we're in some shops on the ship, and they had something nice, and I bought her something on the cruise, and that was her Christmas gift for this year. So that made my life easy.
Yeah.
My
wife and I, we do our Christmas gifts before Christmas, so there's not really anything we have to get each other. The kids are all old, so they just get money.
A little bit of money. Make it easy. I know.
So, it's kind of cool, very easy. Yeah.
Listen, that's all I ever got from my dad growing up.
They love it.
I got a $100 bill on my birthday and a $100 bill on Christmas. That's it. Most of the times, even later on, without even a card. Here you go.
I'm amazed though. Like 2 weeks after they get a check, my kids still have not cashed it, and I'm like, what the hell? I said to them, I am not writing you another check. So you get one check, you cash it, and that's it. I should have to remind you to cash a check.
So I have to, when you screw up, you screw up. I have to apologize to Michael here. And Michael, there's a little maroon here.
There's some red in it. The red's
not.
The hood's blue. Yeah, it doesn't count. That's not.
But I do have to apologize. I was supposed to be on his podcast, Chi-Town Cigar Guys, and I don't know. Some people might see I've been a little stiff. I've been messed up this whole week. Like literally, I have a very bad pinched nerve in my back and upper back and my neck. And I've been taking a lot of muscle relaxers and pain pills, and it still hurts. I haven't slept in a week. Just to even show you, look what I even had ready, Mike. Probably didn't even know I had this. This was sent to me as a gift many, many, many moons ago, but I was going to bring it on the air. But I was supposed to do a podcast last Thursday night. I came home from one of my kids' games. I took a muscle relaxer and everything. Passed the fuck out. Totally missed his podcast. Woke up like at 12:30 or 1 in the morning. Saw his messenger post with the link to the show. I just started apologizing. So I seldom happens ever. I think one other time I remembered it last minute. I did a podcast from the grocery store, Publix, but we rescheduled for the 23rd. So I'll be back on the podcast on the 23rd. So, Tim, it's like a nerve muscle thing that I get from time to time, but I just think you just got to ride it out. That's all. Normally it doesn't take this long, but it's been bad. You know what? That could have been it too, man, because that's where it started. I slept really shitty on the cruise. There we go. Yeah, he's got some KMA trivia for me lined up. So
nice.
By the way, I have done that once. That happened to me. So
really?
I usually would take a nap before my 10 p.m. show, and one time I overslept. John Carney was the guest. And
Wait, it was your show, no less, too. At least.
It was my show, yeah. And lucky Aaron was there, but yeah, that happened. Because I would normally take it, and I was so tired. I said I needed the rest, and I did not. I don't use alarms, and that was part of the problem. And my wife finally said, you have your show. It's like 10:15. I'm like, oh shoot! And my phone had already blown up already.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, man. I can't remember what day it was. I woke up late because I had a 11 a.m. meeting, and I'm not sleeping, so I was up at 5, rolled out of bed, started doing some emails and stuff, and I went to go change, and I was a little chilly. I said, let me just get under these covers, warm up a little bit, man. Passed the fuck out. Marissa ended up calling me, waking me up at 10:40 or something. She heard it in my voice. I'm like, no, I need to be woke up. Thank you. I just passed the fuck out. It's from all the fucking pills. That's why I don't like taking these pills, but it's been so fucking painful. It's just been killing me, and I haven't been able to sleep. And I did acupuncture while I was on the ship, Harry. My wife's a firm believer. I've done it. It does stop the pain, but it comes back. That's the problem. And I think it's like anything else. You get a massage, you feel great for a day, and fucking next day after, all the shit comes back. This has just got to ride its course out. And I got a herniated disc, so I got a lot of shit on there.
I'll talk to you about peptides when I see you.
Well, let me know, because I'm seeing a doctor that actually does it now.
I'll let you know. I mean, ask Moxie. I mean, I gave Sarge BPC. I don't think he followed through and got another bottle, but that's typical for Sarge. But Moxie says it's been great for her knee surgery recovery. He probably shook his head. I know, Sarge.
He started laughing.
I'd bring him another bottle, but his fucking dog will kill me, so I refuse to go to anywhere near his house. I gotta say though, I gotta share. We had a landmark.
What was the Advent selection today, Drew? I'm just curious.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
What day? I don't know what day it is.
Oh, it's day 13, December 13th.
No, what do you mean? No, I mean of Advent. Oh, Advent. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Advent.
I don't know.
Yeah, Advent.
I don't know why I was thinking that.
Yeah, Advent. So it's day 13. I mean, I guess I could look at my list and find out what it is, but that means I actually have to reach and search. All right. So what did you want to talk about?
No, we had a landmark moment yesterday. Finally. Got this kid, of course. Got this kid to shit on a potty. Finally got him transitioned. Listen, man, this has been a super struggle. I mean, nobody even had advice to give me because this kid.
You didn't ask.
Didn't. Well, what advice were you going to have?
I mean, all I can tell you is what worked for us. That's the only advice
I know, but my problem wasn't the problem was wasn't teach him to go on the potty. He understood the whole process. It just wasn't his I mean, like prior, yeah, this kid doesn't wear diapers at home. He wears underwear. When he's got to piss, he goes and pisses on the potty. When he's got to shit, he would go upstairs, get a diaper, say, I got to shit, put the diaper on, go upstairs, hide in his closet, take his shit, and come down to be wiped. Like he had the whole process except the part of just doing it in the potty. I don't know. Something happened. He just had a breakthrough yesterday and decided, all right, now it's potty time. So whatever it is, we've broken through. We've broken a threshold.
That's a big thing. Listen, I'll tell you, I really have to commend my wife. My wife really came from a non-nucleic broken home. She was emancipated at 15. When we first met, my wife's stance was she's never going to get married and never have kids. It wasn't in her psyche for her own future. But she really, and especially when I hear parents from other stories, Paul talked to me about it and whatnot, she really got our kids straight early. The going to bed, man, within like a few months, they just lied down and went to sleep. The potty training, I think she started potty training them like just when they were able to start walking. And like I remember arguing with her. So what she'd do is she wouldn't put clothes on them. So they'd walk around with no pants, no underwear. So they just went, right there where they were. But she would sit them on this thing. And I'll never forget Petra, man. I don't think Petra was even fully talking yet. And she's got her sitting on this thing and she's telling her to stay. And the girl's crying. She doesn't want to be on this thing. I argued with my wife. I'm like, baby, maybe she doesn't got to go. No, she's got to go. I'm like, how do you know she's got to go? It's like, because as soon as I take her off that and put a diaper on it, she goes.
She'll go. Yeah.
So she's going to stay there. And whatever. And like all my kids were potty trained super early. I mean,
Listen, there's one thing I could say. That family knows some secrets because when Carmine started with Vonnie, Carmine knew how to piss in the potty, but same thing, didn't shit in the potty. And within 2 weeks, not even really asking, Vonnie had Carmine shitting on the potty. That family knows some tricks, man. They know. She did. Really there's been enough kids. There's been so many kids that they got the skills and the tricks to get it done, man. That family, absolutely.
Yeah, really something. How was your potty training days, Coop? You remember that far back?
I do, and I don't think we had any. I think they all kind of transitioned pretty good with it. So I don't really remember anyone like struggling or having problems with it. I think my daughter took the longest. Maybe she was like 2.5 to it, but the other ones went pretty fast.
I tell you, it's been one heck of a process. And as soon as we get Asher potty trained, we'll be done with it. We'll be happy.
Hey.
Right on cue.
You heard it.
He's in his little video game. I was going to see if he could actually hear reality or not.
He was listening enough.
He was listening enough. Speaking of Asher, here's a couple more sound bites. And unfortunately, I don't know why, but I guess my baby girl never came in. But over the years, all the kids have come into my studio and hung out with me. And all three of them made sound bites. And I was looking for this earlier, and Asher heard me playing it. His head popped up. He says, no way. But this was Asher's soundbite in the KMA studio early on.
This is Asher Duggo. Listen to KMA Talk Radio every Saturday. Asher Duggo out. Peace.
he could barely get words in. And this is the one that most people knew. Petra's done it too. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Paul Dababneh. My dad's the Cigar King, which makes me the Cigar Princess. And you're listening to Kiss My Ash Radio.
Nice.
Yep. And finally, I have my middle girl, Zane. This one's actually kind of fun.
Don't you know I'm low?
Because I used to always sing the song to her, Insane in the Membrane, because her name was Zane. So I'd always say Insane in the Membrane. So.
You're gonna pay.
It's so
You're gonna pay.
Right?
You're gonna pay. Okay, this is Zane and my daddy Abe says, if you're gonna listen to KMA Talk Radio, you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay.
That's a good one.
I got to put those in the chat so the other girls could hear them. They probably the sound of them is like a different human being. It's so long, right? Time goes by so fast. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of stuff down memory lane.
Yep. Well, Abe, you had 2 kids. You only had 2 kids when the show started, right?
What year?
2011.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I remember the third
Zara
was coming. Yeah.
Zara wasn't born yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
Yeah.
Alex's kids weren't born, and my 2 youngest were 12 and 11. Yeah.
I remember when Carmine was born. I remember when he called to tell me he's going to be a dad. It was out of the blue.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, you know, we getting old, gentlemen. We getting old.
We really are.
Getting old. Oh, I gotta confirm. You know, it was funny because they did that luxury retailer thing. Did we ever talk about that?
We didn't.
We never.
Oh no, we didn't.
We
didn't.
You and I talked about it, Abe.
No, you know what? Because then you missed like 2 in a row, and by that point, it just kind of
because it was Thanksgiving in the cruise.
Right.
Yeah, so we did not talk about that.
So this was a very interesting thing. So this is something put together by PCA, and they're going around to universities. And what I think is cool is the universities got to do it, so they got to get behind it. So I didn't realize this, but the universities was actually selling these classes. It's kind of like these Tony Robbins, master classes or whatever. And there were some people international who came. There were some retailers. And oddly enough, there were a few consumers that did this. But this was a seminar, like a 3 or 4 day seminar that was at Florida International and University. And I got to tell you, the potential's there. I could see how this could be helpful. And I don't know if this was the first one they did, but they want to do it in different universities, which I think is cool that the universities are willing to get behind this, because the university is the one that's got to sell it. They're promoting it. The PCA is just providing the talent for the thing. But here's the problem. I didn't realize what I was going down into, because they claimed they emailed me and all this stuff, but we didn't find out about it until the last minute. And I thought I was going down there to lecture some graduates, right? To talk to some future kids. So, my psyche is, I'm going to try to give these kids as much info and tools, prep them for what's coming on in the real world. I didn't realize till that morning when I got there that I found out that these are people who paid, I think it was like $500 to come. Yeah, $500 to come to this seminar. And when I say 500, that's just being in the seminar. They had to fly or drive or get a hotel, so this was an expense. So I'm like, wow. So during my time up there, I really, really tried to help them and give them insight. And being a guy who came from one small shop, I could actually relate, because I knew where some of these guys are in their path and where they're going, and some of the pitfalls that may lie ahead. But if this is really going to work, and once again, great concept, but execution-wise, they fall short in my book. They have to vet some real people to come talk to these guys, not just who's willing to come down there. Okay, one of the guys on the panel, all he did was promote his business, telling everybody why his place is great. That's not what we're there for. Every question was asked, circled back to why they're awesome. Their shop is awesome, and it's not what they're there for. And, I think if they really want to do this right, they're going to have to get they do this like in 10 cities, right? They're going to have to get a portfolio of real vetted people, because, and the other thing too is, even if you have a great business, doesn't mean you know how to get up in front of people and talk to them and help them out and lecture and talk. So if they really take the time to vet a portfolio of people that they could say, okay, well, these guys are down here, so they could do the Southeast region. These guys are up here, they could do the Northeast, and pay to fly them out if they're not in town. Instead of just, what they're doing is they're just trying to find who's local.
Who's local? Who can we got?
Yeah.
It might not always work.
When
Sometimes it'll work.
no,
It might not always work.
no, it won't work across the country. When you cheap out like that, that's where they fall short. They cheap out. So they really need to, I think if they revamp this and really get qualified people to go up there who know how to talk to an audience, who know how to keep them engaged, right? And not just self-promote. I think it could have potential to be something pretty cool. But once again, it's the PCA. My confidence level on the execution of the PCA is never that high. What did you hear about it, Coop?
Most of the feedback I heard was very positive. Okay, I know you actually talked to my local retailer, this guy Joey. He said and I'm not just saying this because we're on. He said your presentation was the best by far. And the feedback I heard from people there were very high on your presentation. But a lot of people who were giving me this feedback were the people who are, I don't know how to say it, they're in the industry or they're fans and they wanted to be a part of something. So I think the big test is going to be how this eventually, if they want to accomplish what they want to accomplish with this, is when you're going to get to that audience that is not the cigar industry.
Well, see, here's the thing too. That's another place where the execution failed, right? I didn't even fucking know about this thing. You know, how did you promote it? How did you get out there?
They gave it to a print publication is what they did.
But who cares?
I'm just going to say that. That's how it happened.
But it's so, okay.
Yeah.
But it's so limited, you know, and you always send emails out. Let me tell you something. If emails your sole form or your strongest form of communication, you're in trouble. You know,
they send emails to.
They claim they send emails out. I don't know to whatever list they got, but
that should have been pick up the phone and call someone saying this is what we're doing, and would you like to be a part of this? And this is what we need. It should have been a pick up the phone type of thing.
Are you talking about recruiting the speakers or selling tickets?
I'm talking about recruiting the speakers.
Okay. Yeah, I'm talking about getting people to attend.
They had it on the university's website for curriculum too. So I mean, they did do that.
But it wasn't university.
There was actually 2 students in the room.
Right.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, like social media wise, right? I mean, like I see, this guy's here in West Palm Beach talking, Tony Robbins, or they needed to get it out there. I don't think they really they got it polished off yet. Does it have potential? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I think it does. I absolutely think it has.
Because look, I didn't know anything about this until Abe said it. I got to do this thing, but like, I feel like a guy like me, 40 years old, business professional, I'm the prime target of these type of things. I didn't see a fucking thing, not on social media. I mean, again, I don't, whatever it is, I don't know how it was structured, but if we were trying to, like you said, I assumed you were talking to college kids. If we were trying to target this, I feel like my demographic where I land is prime target. And I definitely didn't hear about it until you texted us, told us you were doing a thing.
Like Joey, who was from my store, he knew about it because his owner is on the PCA executive committee.
Otherwise, he wouldn't even have known about it.
I believe that, yeah. And they picked a couple of people from the shop to go down.
Yeah.
Look, maybe they're beta testing, first couple, see how it goes.
I agree.
Which wouldn't be a bad idea, actually, before rolling out crazy.
And I agree with that part, too.
Listen, I felt good because literally, like Coop said, when I was done, I was walking out. Over a dozen people walked up to me and appreciated what I said and said that it was very insightful for them. So, and that was my point. You paid $500 here. I wanted to hopefully not waste their time and give them some substance to walk away with. And I think I accomplished that. So, Alex, I see you got a clip. Do you want to play it before the break or after?
I did. No, I could play it before the break. We got a little bit of time. But listen, for me, this was just one of my favorite KMA moments, man. Look, we are... And most of the world is a Sopranos fan, right? And how many people can say they literally had Big Pussy trying to teach him?
Oh my goodness, this was
what I mean? This was a memorable moment.
And rag on you like me.
And right, all of us treated us like shit trying to teach it.
That was epic.
Here we go.
Next.
Oh.
Good. Next.
Bo.
Good. Now everybody hit go, bo, 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 go.
Bo, bo, bo.
Go. It's 1, 2, 3. 8.
Bo.
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 No, it's got to stretch. Hey, watch. Go Bo. Okay. Bo. And then you come in. Bo. And then you come in. Bo.
Oh, this is
Bo.
bad.
Yeah, I'm not going to get involved. Action. Somebody up there singing. He ain't supposed to be singing.
That's me. I can't help myself.
You got axed. This is American Idol, man. You ain't on the show no more.
Hold on, Vincent, actually, Paul can actually sing out of all of us. Paul is a singer.
All right, then let Paul
give him a little Billy Joel real quick.
Okay,
come on, Paul.
Okay. Go, Bo. Go, Bo. Go.
Bo.
No, 1, 2, 3. Hey.
Right, Bo.
And then when they hit the third Bo, you go with your cigar in your hand. You go like this. I ran all the way home. And you guys keep going, Bo. Okay, watch it. We're going to have to show that. Go. Action, Abe.
Bo.
I went all the way home.
Okay, pretty good, but the song is I ran all the way home.
Oh, okay.
You don't know where he's going.
It's his artistic interpretation.
All right, thank you.
That's all you're getting out of me. If you want any more singing lessons, it's $20 an hour.
That was a classic clip.
That's just a classic moment, man. Who else gets to sing?
We had a lot of
Big
fun
Bus?
moments. It was a shame when I was going through the audios. There's so many, and we just don't have video for it, but there's so many audios where all four of us are just breaking down, crying, laughing out loud uncontrollably. And, just hearing it is funny, but, it's a shame we can't see it. So before we go to the break, I'm going to play Dummy Dialer number 2. Now, I need to work this one up again, okay? So I get a call, and this is my character, Shaggy. This was the longest dummy dialer in the history of dummy dialers. This whole thing was a back and forth of about 6 phone calls.
Is this the woman?
Yes.
This is great.
Over about 2.5 to 3.5 hours, literally going back and forth. So obviously this is edited down. There's a part 1, which I'll play before our break, and I'll play part 2 after in the second hour. But there's a woman calling, and we're going to give you a synopsis. This one's called Whopper Jr., part 1.
Yeah, thanks for calling Smokey in.
Hi, I was wondering if you guys carry any herbal sachets or potpourri blends.
I got a lot of herb. What you looking for, girl?
I'm looking for something that's affordable but badass.
Well, we got 3 of the top sellers right now. I don't know if you heard of them. They're brand new.
What are they?
One's called Dingleberry.
That sounds gross, but okay.
Hey, it's good stuff, though.
It's good. And what's that running?
Dingleberry is $19.95 for 10 grams.
$19.95 for 10 grams, and it's real.
Now, mind you, I'm quoting prices out of the side of my ass. I don't know what
I was curious. I was going to say, did you look something up to see?
I couldn't tell you what any of the shit cost, if I was in the right range or was cheap.
But listen, it sounds like you must have been somewhere in the ballpark because nobody I
think that's what happens. I think that's what happened. I got caught off guard once, and I gave that price, and the guy didn't flinch, so I just kept going with it with every call.
Good, and that's your best one?
No. We also got the anal probe, but our best-selling one is the butt muncher.
The best stuff they have is anal probe or butt muncher. We're really loving the names. How much does your butt muncher cost?
The butt muncher, $29.95 for 10 grams.
Okay, and where are you located? We're on our way to Bartlesville right now on Highway 75. South.
You're taking 75. I know that we're down by the tower next to the river.
Down by the towers next to the river. I can't GPS that.
I really don't know.
So we have a legitimate person because they actually responded, what the fuck is that? So she's really trying to find out where I'm at.
Roommate drops me off here in the morning.
Oh, okay. Well, I will GPS your shop, and I will be there hopefully within the next 20 minutes, or I'll go crazy.
Oh, you go crazy. Listen, what's your name?
My name's Dawn.
Dawn?
Yeah.
Dawn, I need to ask you a favor.
Uh-huh.
Can you stop by Burger King and grab me a Whopper Jr. on your way in?
Only if you cut me a bigger deal.
I'll hook you up, girl. You want to do some bump?
Okay, hook me up, and I will get you a Whopper Jr.
You guys want? Who's your friend with you?
My girlfriend, her name is Kimberly.
Kim? Yeah, is she cute?
Hell yeah, or else I wouldn't marry her.
You married her?
Yes, of course.
Oh, cool.
I know, very cool.
Well, listen, if you come in, we could all butt munch together.
We're not, okay, we'll butt munch together, but I refuse to touch a male, so.
Now, did she take that out of context or what? I don't know where she's going with that, but I refuse to touch a male. I think she forgot that the name of the drug was butt munching.
Right,
She thought I was talking about something else. Holy shit.
What?
Either way.
What?
We'll just smoke it, right?
What else do you want to do with it?
I want to smoke it. All right, we'll be right there with your Whopper Jr.
Yeah, Whopper.
Everything on it?
Whopper Jr. with cheese.
Whopper Jr. with cheese. You win. We'll be there.
All right, you just ask for Shaggy when you get here.
Ask for Shabby.
Shaggy.
Shaggy. Oh, I love Scooby and Shaggy. All right, we'll be right
I
there.
got a little dog, too. Looks just like Scooby-Doo.
All right, we'll be right there. Thanks, Shaggy.
All right, I'll save some butt munch. We'll all butt munch together when you get here.
Awesome.
All right, cool.
Bye.
Cool. Hello?
Hey, Shaggy.
Yeah, what's up?
It's us again. We don't know where to find you.
Who's us?
This is the girls who are bringing you a Whopper Jr. with cheese.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I just want to know where you're located. Like, what's the address? Do you have a mailing address and I could just GPS it?
I do, girl. Let me see if I can look it up. Hold on.
Now, mind you, I already have some details of where she's at. So I'm actually on a computer trying to find a legitimate address to send her at. And wait till you see where I end up sending her.
All right, because that would be easier for me. Where are you at?
I don't know, darling. My roommate drops me off.
I know, but what town, dude?
I'm not sure.
You don't know what town you're in?
No, I've been doing a little too much butt muncher.
Okay,
Butt
awesome.
muncher's fried with brain I got left. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hey, I'm trying to find your location.
Is this my Whopper Jr. with cheese connection?
This is your Whopper Jr. with cheese connection.
You hung up on me.
I didn't. I was still saying hello, and you just weren't there.
No? Okay, I couldn't hear you.
Okay.
All right, I got my address here. Hold on. I think I got it written down on something. Hold on. Here it is.
Okay.
Okay, it's on a card here. Okay. You got to go to 100 East Hensley Boulevard.
Hensley?
Yeah, that sounds right. Hens and then Lee. And that's in Bartlesville.
Okay, I will look you up and I will get your Whopper Jr.
Thanks, Gal. What's your name?
My name's Dawn and my wife's name's Kimberly.
All right, Dawn, Kim. Looking forward to it. Girls, we're going to butt munch when you guys get here.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, cool. Hello, Shaggy.
Hey, Shaggy. We were looking for you, and we're the Whopper Jr. girls.
Hey, what's up, Whopper Jr. girl?
I love how they just dub themselves the Whopper Jr. girls, so they don't have to explain who they are to me.
Yeah, we found 100 Hensley. Right now, we're looking at a sign that says Bumper to Bumper Auto Specialist, and we cannot find you to save our souls, man.
So just so you know, the address that I gave him was to the local police department.
Oh, no.
Yes, I sent them to the police department. All right, so hang on.
We're by the towers. We see all the freaking towers.
All I know is I look out my tower. I look out my window. I see the big gray tower.
When he looks out his window, he sees a big gray tower. Is it gray?
You went to 100 East Hensley Boulevard?
Did we go to East Hensley Boulevard or West? I'm not really sure, dude.
You're nowhere near. Yeah, that's not where I'm at.
Okay, where do we go?
I don't know. You gotta go to 100 East.
100.
Can you imagine spending 3 hours of your afternoon trying to hunt down some drugs from a guy who sounds stoned off his ass? This was your life mission at this point.
100 East. Okay, I'll navigate again and hope to find you.
All right, girls. I'm hungry.
So that's part one. The question we're all dying to hear is, do I ever get my Whopper Jr. with cheese? Stay tuned. In hour number 2, we will bring up part 2, which will unveil the whole story. We'll be right back after this. Honest Abe here with the GOAT to tell you about Smokin's Cigar of the Month Club. Alex, tell our fans out there why our club is the best darn club out there.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you why. Because every month I personally handpick 5 premium cigars. No filler, no fluff, no fugazis. These are all premium handmade name brands that you can find in any brick and mortar store in your area. All delivered to your door for $34.95. And our average monthly retail value since the inception of our club has been almost $57. Another great feature of our Cigar of the Month Club, Alex, tell them about the ease of our Cigar of the Month Club. I'll tell you, I hate subscription services. It's always a pain to cancel them, turning them on. We've made it super simple. All you got to do is log into your account. There's a little green button there. If it's green, you're active. You want to take a break, you're going out of town, simply hit the button and you'll deactivate your membership. Want to turn it back on? The exact same easy process. You can turn it right back on. We've made it that easy for you. Another great feature is our Double Down Club. Alex, tell them about the Double Down Club. We had so many of our members reach out to us who really enjoyed our selections every month. They wanted to know there was a way they can get 2. And we've made that very simple. With a simple check mark, you can get double this great selections every month and save $10. Does our club have perks? Of course it has perks. You want to tell them about the perks? As a member of our club, every month there's a special discount code where if you like any of the selections, we will offer them to you, so you want to come and get some more, you can get them at a special discounted rate for our Cigar of the Month Club members. And finally, expedited shipping. Tell them how fast we get the stuff out, Alex. We get the stuff out on the 28th of every month. Our membership bills on the 28th, and we get every member's package out on the 28th if it's a shipping day. 5 great reasons on what makes Smokin' Cigar of the Month Club the best club out there. Check it out. Peace. Hey, I really appreciate you doing the video with me. Thanks.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome. I mean, you didn't let me get a word in, but whatever.
What?
Well, great. It's perfect. said he was right. The working man is a sucker, Dad. He's a sucker.
He's wrong. It don't take much strength to pull a trigger, but try and get up every morning, day after day, and work for a living. Let's see him try that. Then we'll see who's the real tough guy. The working man is the tough guy. Your father's the tough guy.
To me, that's the best scene in the movie. I wrote that scene in A Bronx Tale because I wanted to talk about the working man. Hi, this is Chaz Palminteri, and I'd like to tell you about my grandfather, Calogero, who I'm named after. Calogero Palminteri was born and raised in Memphis, Sicily. When he came to this country and landed at Ellis Island, he was so overcome with emotion that he dropped to his knees, kissed the ground, and felt the blessings of America. I have fond memories of my grandfather, who loved his family and a great cigar. This cigar is for my grandfather Calogero and all the hard-working men and women who came to this country with just a dream. This is the immigrant cigar. And let's face it, we all are immigrants. This great cigar was voted number 8 in the top 10 cigars in the world by Cigar Enthusiast magazine. Buy a box for yourself or buy it for someone who gave you a better life. Go to Smoke Inn Cigar in Florida and see Honest Abe and pick up a box of Chaz Palminteri cigars. Tell him I sent you.
Welcome back, everybody, to hour 2 of KMA Talk Radio. Alex, were you back before the commercial started for Bronx Tale?
I was about right there.
I just realized I was looking at the wrong box. I was looking at the empty box from the broadcast of the dummy dialer, because I only play that video when you're not back in time to give you a little extra time. The Bronx Tale.
Oh, the Bronx Tale one?
I realized I was looking at the wrong box. I was looking at the
I was like
box.
right there. I was like right there.
All right. So, all right. Well, it's time, as we always like to start hour number 2. It's time for us to test our musical acumen, all your musical acumen out there from the fine folks over at Avo Cigars. They would like to know if you could name that jam.
All right.
So we have another AI version of this.
So yeah, this is not for our 600 episode. This isn't so much a name that jam trivia as much as it is in a kind of an homage to our last 100 episodes. But there is a jam to be named in there. So let's take it away, and hopefully you guys enjoy this little montage.
Some Winston Churchill, just like John Kennedy. Remember Coach Red Auerbach, smoke them for victory. Well, you can take my wife, you can take my car, but you can't take my big cigar. Like Uncle Milton, just like Branch Rickey, George Burns and Groucho, smoke more than anybody. my car, but you can't take my big cigar. My cigar, my cigar, yeah, my big cigar. My big cigar. Oh yeah, can't take it from me, no. My big cigar.
That was a cool little.
That was great.
Congratulations, folks. Most of you were able to name that jam. You know, got
That
to
was
give
a
the
great
guy
job.
credit. He drives us nuts. He can't spell. He can't put shit where it's supposed to be. But the guy really does a great job on our KMA thumbnails, man. He really got to give Carlos credit.
You know, believe it or not, I don't see all of them all the time. So like,
I
this
know,
is-
you know, because he sends them, I do them, and they just go. And
Yeah.
you know, you're not looking. You're coming in StreamYard. Yeah,
Well, they're pretty badass.
yeah,
and-
he's done a good job.
And Mitch, Juan was actually an actual host for like some period of months on the show.
Over a year.
Yeah, he
It
was
was about a
he was
year.
over-
You know, over a year. He made it. He made it.
maybe, maybe. Yeah.
About
But yeah,
that.
Juan co-hosted for a little bit until we moved into the rotation of co-hosts.
So yeah, that was actually a pretty cool little snippet. And most of you have guessed is, for those of you who don't know, it's called Big Cigar by Rico Girardi. So
Do you,
You know,
guys
it's-
remember the
it's-
original KMA show song?
yeah, Buffalo Soldier was the
Yep,
first
yep,
one.
Yep.
Was it?
Buffalo
You know,
Soldier.
it's funny. I actually
It was the
so you
remix
can
version
find-
of it. It was a remix
Really?
version of Buffalo Soldier.
You
yeah.
you can find the Girardi's performing that song on YouTube, which is actually was kind of cool because he actually, when he performs it, he says, you know, this is the intro song for you know what I mean? He shouts this out, but I literally had to listen to it and write down the lyrics line for line because there's nowhere that they're written down.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So just so you guys know too, that he did not write that song for KMA.
Right.
That was a
Right,
song
right.
that he had just written and he played. And you know, when he heard about our show, he's like, "Man, you should use my song for your theme show," and has let us use it royalty free now for probably a decade. So
Yeah.
thank you, Rick Girardi.
Right.
Appreciate it.
And not only lets us use it royalty free, also shouts us out every time he performs it. You know,
Yeah,
tells us
literally.
how it's
Yeah.
become
Literally.
the intro song.
So this is for Gary Brooks. There you go.
Phenomenal.
There you go.
All right, come on.
Phenomenal.
Let's
Phenomenal.
get
Oh, you want part two already? You don't want to string them along?
Oh, we can string them along a little bit.
Nah,
We
let's
can
do
string
it.
them along.
Oh, Coop wants to
Yeah,
hear
we're
it.
in. I mean, we're
I
in.
actually,
right
I actually
now.
haven't heard this
We're
one.
in.
That's why.
I got a game to play
All
after
right.
the close of time. We're in. Let's get to you.
All right,
Everybody's
so
in right now.
let me catch people up who didn't catch part
Just in case.
one. Yeah, in case you're just joining us. So these are our dummy dialers from many years ago. People who used to call in the shop looking for drug paraphernalia when it was really popular at the time, and we used to play prank calls. So this woman calls in with her girlfriend, her wife, and she wants to, you know, find out what we have. And of course, I name her what we currently have: butt muncher, anal probe, you know, dingleberry, and then proceeds to try to find where we're at. And of course, over a course of multiple phone calls, you know, I finally figure out an address to give her, and I send her to the local police station. So she's now, oh, and I asked her to bring me a Whopper Jr. with cheese. So this girl has this Whopper Jr. now in the car for probably an hour and a half looking for where we're at. So this is now part two of Whopper Jr. Here we go.
Yeah, Shaggy here.
Shaggy, I'm really sorry your burger's getting cold. We can't find you, man.
My burger's getting cold.
I mean, we went around the block 150 times. The police station is nearby us.
You see a police station?
Yeah.
Hold on one second. I'm grabbing
My reply now is brilliant here.
that card again.
I see a big building that says something in f***ing Scheikenbergers, like in
Hold on one second.
yeah.
I hope I didn't make a mistake here. Wait, what address can I give you?
100 East Hensley Boulevard.
Man, that's my parole officer's card.
Oh, he gave me his parole officer's card. I don't even know where you're at, motherfucker.
I can't believe I did that. What is...
Now, if you're curious why all the beeps, you got to remember at this time, we were actually on
the radio. You're on actual
We're
radio.
on terrestrial radio, so we had to bleep all the swears.
Now you owe me gas money.
I'll give you gas money. You know, that's what
All right.
this butt muncher does to your brain, you see.
Okay, well, can you tell me where to find you for real?
I've been doing this butt muncher like for a week straight. All right,
I can't believe you don't know your address, man.
My roommate drops me off, girl. I don't even drive. They won't give me a driver's license. Every time I go for my test, they tell me I'm high.
Isn't there like an owner there?
In fact,
somebody else.
If he's here when you come in, you can't tell him because otherwise he'll get pissed off.
Okay, I'll just tell him I'm looking for Shaggy.
Yeah.
But just tell me what your location
I'm gonna
is.
call. I'm gonna walk next door, see if I get the address from the neighbor, and I'm gonna call you back.
All right, thanks.
All right, bye.
Hello, how can I help you?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
So here's the problem. I'm going to call her back. I would say don't call her back. This thing's going on for so long. I don't know how to end this. This girl's not giving up and continually trying to find this place. So we come up with this now story to try to end this woman's agony of looking for our shop.
Find out where you're located.
Where we're located? We're in
Yes.
we're in the Village Shopping Center. Are you in the area?
Village Shopping Center. Okay, I turned on 801 Village Boulevard, and it took me to a church. Are you anywhere near? What's the name? The police station is nearby.
Neighbor, and I'm gonna call you.
Isn't there like
Neighbor, and I'm gonna call you back.
Sorry, I meant to hit pause. I clicked on it. So I give her, she gets the address 801 Village Boulevard. Now, this is in Texas. And obviously, it sends her to some kind of church.
All right, thanks.
All right, bye.
Hello, how can I help you?
Yeah, I'm trying to find out where you're located.
Where we're located? We're in
Yes.
we're in the Village Shopping Center. Are you in the area?
Village Shopping Center. Okay, I turned on 801 Village Boulevard, and it took me to a church. Are you anywhere near? What's the name of that church, Kim? Adams Boulevard Church of Christ.
Adams Boulevard, Church of Christ. Where are you located?
Bartlesville.
Bartlesville.
Yeah, where are you located?
We're nowhere near Bartlesville. Who did you talk to?
I talked to a guy named Shaggy.
Let me ask you a question. Did he ask you to bring him anything, like a burrito or a sandwich?
Yeah.
She doesn't want to give me up. She hesitates.
No, she did. She did.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Well, because she thinks she's getting a deal from you still. She don't want.
Yes. Yes. She don't want to ruin the deal.
Man, what are you looking for, man? We're a cigar shop in South Florida. Are you trying to find cigars, or is Shaggy fooling around again?
Shaggy's fooling around again.
Shaggy's fooling around again. He's not looking for any of that what you call it, fake weed or what have you.
Yeah.
He is. Well, let me tell you something about that fake weed. If you keep smoking it, your brain's going to be as fried as Shaggy, and you're probably going to be unemployed just like Shaggy, because he no longer has a job here. I've warned him about this 10 times already.
So you're in Florida?
Yes, we are in Florida. Shaggy!
Come on, man.
What up, man? Get your stuff and get out.
Why?
Why? Guess. Take a guess why.
I was just hungry, man.
Hungry, man? You're going to be hungry for a long time.
Hungry.
Shaggy, I have to deal with this, man. I am sorry that we have put you through this. And my recommendation to you is stop smoking that stuff. It's going to fry your brain just like Shaggy.
Come on, man. I was just hungry.
Hungry? I'll show you hungry. I got to deal with this guy.
Now, hang on. Now, this is Brandon Uten at the time, who actually was one of the starting cast of KMA Talk Radio. It was Emily, Lady M, Brandon, and myself until about 13 weeks in, I think, and then Adam the Brewmeister came on. So, this poor kid doesn't know what to do. So we're thinking this is the end of it now. She knows she's nowhere near us, right? That she's been pranked to call. Shaggy's got fired. But lo and behold, she calls back.
Thank you for calling Smoke In. How may I help you?
Is Shaggy available?
Shaggy?
Yeah.
Shaggy was kicked out of here a little while ago.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Call back again.
Thank you for calling Smoke In. How may I help you?
Yeah, I'm a little pissed off at your facility.
What happened, ma'am?
I'm a lot f***ing pissed off. I drove all the way. I looked on the internet to find, and I know you probably disagree with smoking herbal potpourri, but I don't care. I'm a nurse, and all you can smoke is something legal, right? And so that's what...
She's a nurse, mind you now. She's a nurse and looking for drugs.
I'm doing, and I looked on the internet for places that sell herbal potpourri, and the first place that came up was Smoke Inn, and in Bartlesville, Oklahoma. And so I drove 149 miles to...
149 miles to driving to get some fucking fake drugs.
This said Smoke Inn, and ended up at a fucking Baptist church on Village Boulevard, and called, and the guy had me stop and get a fucking cheeseburger for him, told me he was going to hook me up fat, blah, 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 and I wasted like a half a tank of gas. I'm going to be late getting my son from school.
So she's blown off getting her kid from school, looking for drugs.
You know what else is crazy? Abe? Because and I mean, maybe about how long are we here? How many hours is this? Because she's calling back. She's coming. It's not at the same pace like we're listening to.
Hour mark. This is easily a 3 hour mark here.
Right. So this girl, in reality, could have found another head shop at this time.
Because
clearly could have.
Because she's getting hooked up. She was
getting a deal. She's getting hooked up. She's buying Whoppers, driving for hours, all because she thinks she's getting hooked up.
Yeah, man.
Could have found whatever the hell she wanted probably 2 hours ago by calling another head shop, but she's in for the deal.
Here's the rest of this call.
All because of some douchebag at your store. And I'm going to file a formal complaint with the Better Business Bureau.
Yeah, they misled me about getting my drugs.
And I have your address and your phone number and all of your credentials.
Okay, I think
it's going down.
I think the person that you would need to speak to is the owner. And I think the owner spoke to you. He just left a couple of minutes ago, but he'll be back.
Well, that doesn't matter to me. I've already placed a complaint on the Better Business Bureau, and it's not good. So, and it's not going to look good for you to be advertising on the internet that you sell products that you don't actually sell. And you shouldn't be letting some fucking stupid moron answer your goddamn phone and get somebody wrong address.
That is the official end.
I wonder if they ate the Whopper.
Has this ever been played since it aired?
Probably not.
This is epic.
The longest dummy dialer ever.
Yeah.
Ever. But yeah, man, and this went on for a year and a half. So, I got one more I'll play before the end of this show, but I'll sneak one in every now and then on KMA Talk Radio.
Yeah, we should. Also, Coop, just so you know, as he said, the Nester is found. Abe said it's just a super long one. That'll be its own.
I think what I'm going to do is, because see what happened eventually is the dummy dialer segment became so popular that we ran out of content because people stopped calling eventually about a year and a half.
Right? They started banning that shit.
So we didn't know what to do. So then it went into the dummy dialers were pranks. I called industry people, Nestor Miranda, Marvin Samuel, Pete Johnson, Nimish, and I would prank them and play jokes. And we got a couple of those that we'll eventually get into.
Yeah.
Some of them were epic.
They were. The Nimish one's another epic one.
And Nimish is a really fucking good one. What you would do for $15,000, what you let your body go through. That's fucking funny. All right, well, that is the end of the Whopper dummy dialer. Coop, how are we looking at news this week?
We have a light week, but we have some good stories here to talk about.
Well, let's get our man on to give us all the updates and what's going on in the cigar industry. It's time for the Scoop with Coop.
Hey, yo, what's my theme music?
The Scoop with Coop. Breaking industry news. Hear it first on KMA Talk Radio and cigar-coop.com.
All right. We'll start off with some good news that the cigar industry got this week. And I think people knew about a month ago there was talk of a potential 100% tariff above the 18% tariff Nicaragua, and that was due to violations that the U.S. Trade Representative found on labor rights, human rights, freedoms in Nicaragua. And because of that, they were going to impose this 100% tariff. What happened this past week is basically the other part of this was there's an agreement, a free trade agreement called CAFTA-DR, which is the Dominican Republic Central American Free Trade Agreement. And anything that's basically covered under that free trade agreement or products that originate from countries under that CAFTA-DR agreement are not going to apply. So cigars fall under that. So the good news is that cigars will not be charged that additional tariff. They are going to implement additional tariffs above 18% over the next 3 years, but it's going to be gradually phased in. In 27, they'll put an additional 10%. In 2028, there'll be an additional 15%. But cigars will not be subject to that. So the industry got some reprieve on that this past week.
Interesting.
That's definitely good news. Definitely, dude. I think fortunately our government is a little preoccupied with Venezuela. We can breathe easy over Nicaragua a little bit.
Yeah, there's someone in the cigar industry about 2 months ago predicted that this was going to happen, and I don't want to give the name out because I don't know if he wants it, but he was actually telling me that this was going to happen in Venezuela, like exact scenario of a tanker getting seized. He actually called it.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I gave him a lot of credit. I said, you called this 100%. But like I said, this is good news. It was low. I noticed it was very low key. No one really talked about it much this week from the trade associations. I think I have my theories why they didn't. But
what's your theories? Sure.
I think because it's a bad thing if you exempt tobacco, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think they want to push that too much right now. So they got it. I think it's over with and move on at this point.
I do want to mention, because I wanted to address this a couple times throughout the show and I keep forgetting. So before I forget, Paul DeGrocco was definitely supposed to be on this show today. And unlike most of his times of no show, he actually has a very legitimate reason why he couldn't make the show. And, it's unfortunate. We missed him. We definitely wanted to have him on for our 600th episode. And he's definitely here with us. Spirit, everything's okay. It's nothing major, but yeah, he had to be with his family. For sure.
Yeah, that had to
people.
Priority.
We could tell you this: if it wasn't legitimate, we'd surely have spent half of the show ragging on
shredding it.
Exactly.
Yes.
And it's
So,
funny.
yeah.
Paul even had a good sense of humor. He says, "You guys are gonna probably," and we didn't bust on him.
Right. And he said,
it was a legitimate reason, and that's where he should be with his family today. Absolutely.
What else you got going on, Coop?
All right. So this is the story I was telling you before in the green room. There was an announcement made yesterday regarding Joya de Nicaragua and Quesada Cigars. So if you, about a couple of months ago, it was announced that the Joya de Nicaragua Drew Estate distribution agreement was coming to an end, and Drew Estate would no longer distribute Joya de Nicaragua. This week, like yesterday, they announced that Joya de Nicaragua and Quesada Cigars are joining forces to resurrect SAG Imports, which is going to be a distribution company jointly led by the Martinez and Quesada families that own the respective companies. What's really interesting about this, there's a lot of things to peel, is if you go back years ago, SAG Imports was the distributor of Joya de Nicaragua before Drew Estate. So they kind of went back here, and there was a lot of people were wondering what was happening with Joya de Nicaragua all week, because the past few months, because how are they going to handle distribution? Well, there was some people thought they may start a U.S. entity. They kind of ended up going back to Quesada, which I thought was interesting. Quesada at the same time, their marketing and distribution was kind of a little in the air over the past few months too. But basically, this company is going to be jointly running sales and marketing for both for Joya de Nicaragua and Quesada going forward. So they've already put some people in place to run this. It looks like more of the Joya people are going to be. Joel Fernandez is going to serve as the national sales director. Christian Lanzas, who I deal with marketing, and Joya is going to serve as the marketing person for this new company. So I thought it was a very interesting story here, especially if you followed this over the years.
I don't know if you can make it out, but that was Taps.
I knew what it was.
Yeah, bro. I mean, what do you think about this, Coop?
I don't know what to make of it. I just don't know why you would go back to it, would be my question.
It's literally not a backward step, okay? And let me tell you something. SAG was barely selling anything when they were with them the first time.
Yeah.
Okay? Then they left to Drew Estate, and then SJG becomes Casada Cigars. Takes off. I think Casada Cigars is in a worse state than they were when it was SAG originally. There was no Casada Cigars originally, you know? So I mean, if you want to really talk about making a move that's just going to put a nail in a coffin, this may be it for them. I don't think without the marketing and the strategy and the voice of Drew Estate, because Casada Cigars doesn't have marketing or a voice for themselves. See, Joya de Nicaragua, I'm pretty sure, did jack shit as far as marketing themselves. I think all the marketing, whatever they have, I'm sure Drew Estate was the engine behind most of that stuff.
And listen, man, even with stuff that we did with Joya, we did it through Drew Estate. You know, all the stuff was, prep. This was with the guys from Drew.
What I see with this is now Casada is going to be leaning very heavily on Joya with this. Now, the one difference is that I guess they own the distribution, right, as opposed to farming it out to someone else. But that it's still, even going back to the SAG name, to me wasn't even the best move. I would have formed a new company. Would have given them I don't know, SAG. You remember they changed the name of SAG because people couldn't really relate to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even that, okay, so Casada is going to be relying heavily on Joya de Nicaragua, who relied heavily on Drew Estate.
Exactly.
So it's like, no knock against it, but I don't know if these guys have the back yet for you to rely on them. They're figuring out where they're going.
And it was like you said, you go back to this is like I said, they had a heavy dependence on Drew Estate. I hope that the transition went well with that, because now Drew Estate was an absolute marketing machine. I mean, that's just no question about that.
But not only that, too, Cooper. I guarantee you, there's people out there that don't understand that Joya de Nicaragua is not a Drew Estate line.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who don't know that.
Yeah, they're not.
That's how ingrained they were together.
And now you have a Dominican company and a Nicaraguan company. It's. My guess, and I'm not 100% on this, that it was easier probably to just put this back onto SAG, because I guarantee they never dissolved SAG.
Sure.
Probably not.
I think that was
makes sense.
As opposed to when La Aurora did this a few years ago, they had to form a whole new U.S. entity here, and this one I don't think involved that right now. Look, this is supposed to take place January 1st. So time was running out too. I don't know, but I also wonder if this was in the works for a while, because Casada's national sales manager left the company back in September. So he went to another company, Casa 1910. So I wonder if he saw the writing on the wall.
Let me put something in perspective for the future of Joya de Nicaragua, which they don't quite I don't think they quite get. So we carry Joya de Nicaragua. And I promise you, we're not carrying it because it sells. Okay? Very few SKUs sell. It's a very slow mover. It's a very small niche clientele. And I think most of it's not even regular people, because we don't have that guy who's buying this box every month. We'll sell a box here, we'll sell a box there, or whatever. And do you know why I carry it, Coop?
Drew Estate.
Yeah. Drew Estate, right? It's part of their rebate
Diplomat
program.
Right.
I got to try to move some numbers. And guess whose product I don't order at all in my shop?
Casada.
So guess what that means now for Joya de Nicaragua in my shop?
Yeah. It's just by matter of it doesn't.
Won't be carrying it. And I wonder how many retailers are going to be in that shoe like myself. I don't think this is well thought out.
They're going to have to still form a whole new sales team because really they didn't. I mean, Hoya was using Drew's sales team. Casada was mostly using brokers, I think. So there's going to be they're going to have to bring in a whole new sales team too, which is going to be tough.
Just to give a quick for people that maybe don't understand what Abe's saying. Look, with Drew Estate, a large company, have an incentive program. The more you spend, the more bonuses and things and discounts and that you will get from them.
And they
part of that,
Hoya
is part of that. So part of buying Hoya is, it helps me get my Drew Estate numbers up too. So now, you got a product that doesn't really move great, doesn't really move at all, and doesn't have that extra added value for me to bring it in. Abe's right. Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of the bigger shops that play that, Drew Diplomat, are going to say, well,
yeah, got to show my support.
I'll just order more Underground and shit that sells to make my number than the Hoya.
Yeah, there was a question from Charlie here about who broke up with who, Drew Estate or Hoya. We really don't know. When the announcement happened, everyone was saying the right things. It didn't seem like there was any bad blood or anything like that.
So the only thing I could see in this, from a logical standpoint, I think Hoya understands the value that Drew Estate brought to them. So I don't think it would be fueled by Hoya. And as long as Drew Estate was making money and profitability, there was no downside for Drew Estate.
Yeah.
Only thing I could think that would happen, which sounds like maybe a Drew Estate move, is they got a little greedy on whatever their agreement was. When it came time to renew the contract, they wanted too much money to fulfill it. And Hoya just said, well, it's just not worth that kind of money. And, we're going to need to find other ways to do it. And that's the only logical, by just reasoning, that I could come up with where this would happen.
There were some smaller signs that we saw over the past couple of years. And when John McTavish, I think he did the show the day we announced this, we saw that, Hoya was starting to go into their own booths at PCA. We saw that Hoya established their own Drew Diplomat program called Amigos. So, I mean, they were kind of doing little things already. We kind of saw maybe they were getting ready to branch out on their own. Did I see this? I never saw this one coming at all. I mean,
not in a
million years I would have ever saw them going back together, these two companies.
Not in a million years.
And I don't know kind of what drove this back in 2008 when it happened. I mean, so this was like a over 15-year partnership that the two companies, Drew Estate and Hoya had. I don't know what drove this to go back to this again, but it was very surprising. I didn't see any of the signs of this.
Interesting.
Yeah, I guess we shall see. Huh? All right, Cooper.
One more story we got. Accessory story. Quality Importers has announced something called the Palio Pro Trevi. Basically, it is a combination of a triple jet lighter and a V cutter. Palio has always been the lower priced accessory line under Quality Importers, while Zycar is the more premium one. Right. And then a couple of years ago, they came out with something called Palio Pro, which was kind of in between, which I thought was going to be around that $40 to $50 price point. This one is a $60 accessory, and it's kind of it's really kind of in the middle. It's almost something like I kind of wonder what they're doing here. Yeah,
it's in the middle, but it's a little closer to the Zycar side.
That's
like at $60, you're making me a little closer to I'll spend the extra $20 and get the $80 or $100.
Right.
I'll spend the extra $40. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought exactly. That
over 50, you're a little closer to Zycar. Whereas I might as well just buy the Zycar, I think.
The other thing is, I don't know how people feel about combo accessories. I'm not a fan of the combo accessories. I like having a specialized accessory for one or the other.
Me too.
I'm just like that. I mean, I know if you're traveling, maybe this makes some sense to do, but in general, I like having a specialized item in here.
I mean, I like this lighter with the drill tool punch. I mean, it has a punch I don't use, but other than that, and I agree. Like my cutter is separate.
Yeah, I'm going to use my cutter. I'm going to use my lighter. Yeah. I don't know. Again, Triple Torch has a use. I'm more inclined to you always go with a single torch first, I just think that's just kind of. But this is also one of those angled triple torches. If you look at the picture, so it kind of converges into that. And V cutter is very. People either like V cutter or they don't. There's no in between with that.
So
for sure.
Funny thing about Polio, right? So Polio, I remember when they came on the scene, I met the owner. I think his name was Gary at the time, the funny Gary Brooks. And it was an interesting cutter. And there was a couple of my customers who asked for it and whatever. And we bought them in and they sold a little bit. And then I see him at the trade show next year and I give him another order. And the order never ships. We go all the way to the next trade show. And I confronted him about it. I said, "You never shipped my order from last show. Why did you give me order this show?" And it kind of seemed like a hodgepodge. They didn't know what they were doing kind of company, could never really take it off the ground. And then I know Zycar acquired it. Now, I don't know what they paid for it.
No, it was Quality Importers acquired it before they acquired Zycar.
Okay, Quality, yes.
Yeah.
Quality acquired it. And I don't know what they paid for it. I really hope they stole it because I just don't think that brand ever really found legs. It's been limping along for a decade and a half.
Yeah, but I feel like if it hasn't found its legs, it's because they're doing this shit. Like, I just don't think Paleo needs a $60 lighter. Paleo makes the $10 lighter. It's the $10 lighter that just works. Kick it, knock it, throw it. Why they make the $10 little clear torch lighter thing? You know what? That's the one. That should be their thing. I don't need it. Nobody wants a $60 Paleo lighter. I'm gonna go buy a Zycar. Right. That $10 one, I'll take it. That when I'm at the shop, you got a lighter on it. Yeah, give me a $10. I'll take it.
Once you get over the $50 mark, I think you're in Zycar territory anyway.
You're in Zycar territory now. You're in Calibri territory. You're getting in places where stick to your. Just crush the $10 tariff. That's what you do well.
We were in a group chat this week, and one thing that may have played into this is this project may have been under development, but the tariffs could have implemented the price point on this. So that's something to keep in mind, too.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Yeah, it was brought up to me in that group chat, because like I said, we were all kind of puzzled. But it's not that the accessory is bad. It's kind of the branding and the price point, which was just where we were.
This lighter.
That is a great.
You can hit this lighter with a sledgehammer. That lighter just works.
That lighter is incredible.
It's a piece of shit, but that works. It's just a $10 piece of shit that will work always. That is.
And there's a market for that. And it's certainly a market for
100%.
Yeah.
Listen, if I'm out of town and I'm like, what do you got? Shit, I need a lighter. $10. Yeah, give it to me. I don't care, and I'll throw it away before I get back on my plane.
It's the same. Yeah, and even some of the higher priced Zycars, when you start getting into DuPont territory, I don't even think they should be branded as Zycar either. That's another thing.
Right. That's honestly probably the better offshoot a higher end Zycar to hit that DuPont crowd.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's kind of interesting. Like I said, this is about to hit the stores. I'm kind of curious. I'll probably get it to review it. We're doing a lot more accessory reviews on Coop now, so I'll definitely review it. But honestly, I don't know if it's something I'll go get. Yeah,
I gotta say, who I think's doing better work than all of them is Vysol.
They have good product.
They just come out with good products. They come out with good products.
That lighter you were telling me
that look like good products that are cheap. They were the first, at least for us, they were the first ones saying, "Hey, we'll brand anything you want." Yeah. I think Vysol really has become highly successful at the Great Smoke, right?
And let me tell you something. When you have branded stuff, right? They're bringing it back to your shop. I got to tell you something. Out of all the companies, we seldom see a customer come back with their shit.
That's good to know.
Seldom.
Yeah.
So, what else you got going on, Coop?
That's it for this
week.
You
got. I was just going to say the two lighters I use the most: this big chunky tool and that little DuPont looking one, both Vysol.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that wraps it up for this week's news. Please check out our dear friend's site for up-to-date news and what's going on in the cigar industry at cigar-coop.com. So, I will say this: I had something other than a dummy dialer to play. I was really hoping I could surprise everybody. I keep checking my phone throughout the show, but one of the most adorned guests who have come and gone over the years was one of the originals, Lady M, Emily Hassel, who, obviously we're dear friends and did the show for many, many years until she moved. And I was going to get her on to say hello and celebrate the 600th because I had a little snippet that I was going to surprise her and play for her. But I keep checking to see if she's landed. She was in the flights and it doesn't look like she is, but I have the snippet archived. So funny story. One of the most grueling things about these type of shows, and Coop will tell you, is when we used to have guests every week back in the day, scheduling the guests, getting them to come on, all this kind of stuff. And that was kind of Emily's job in the beginning. She had to book the guests. And I remember one time, yes.
I was just going to say, let me just say, it's hard enough doing it virtually.
Right.
Emily was doing it, people showing up to the studio. I mean, literally, we stopped doing guests because it just became too hard to book guests virtually online. So she's doing this live. When he's saying she's booking guests, they're getting guests to show up to the studio on a Saturday morning.
In South Florida.
In South Florida, right.
Yep.
So when back before we had Boynton Beach, used to work in West Palm Beach, I used to work at the bar. So we used to have this bar that we had no alcohol. It was more just like a hangout bar where I had to stand and work all day. And Emily would work next to me because she was my assistant. And she was looking through Cigar Aficionado to come up with ideas of who to invite. And she comes across the Davidoff ad. And sure enough,
I know this one.
And the Davidoff ad is Zeno Davidoff, who's been dead for over a couple of decades now. And she says, Davidoff, we've never had Davidoff on. Why don't we get Zeno Davidoff? I said, why don't you give the New York store a call? See if you can get him on. I'll be really impressed. I'll give you $100 if you can get Zeno Davidoff on the show. And sure enough, she calls Davidoff's store, and we recorded it. And this is the call of Lady M trying to get the deceased Zeno Davidoff.
Epic.
KMA Talk Radio. Here we go.
Morning, Davidoff of Geneva.
Hi, may I please speak with Zeno?
Lino?
Zeno?
This is Lino.
Oh.
No Zeno.
Is Zeno available?
No, Zeno, if you're looking for Zeno Davidoff,
Uh-huh.
he is dead. He's been in the last 15 years.
Okay.
I love how she just goes, okay. Like, it's normal conversation. Okay. I mean,
no, he wants to kill you right now. Okay was the realization.
Uh-huh.
He is dead. He's been in the last 15 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but he was the founder of the company.
He's dead.
Yes.
You guys are... Thank you.
You are...
I totally thought she'd enjoy hearing that again. There's no way she thought I'd still have that. I'm going to send it to her. I'm going to send it to her. Yeah. So let's do the final week of Tale of the Tape.
Let's go. I got a hard out at 12.
Let's do the final week Tale of the Tape. Then I'll do the last dummy dialer, and then we'll go to Would You Rather. All right. So let's go.
We don't have a Would You Rather.
Well, it makes it even easier.
Yeah, we're at 11:52 anyway. Yeah.
The grand finale of season 13 of Tale of the Tape. All right. Shall you start, Coop?
Yeah, I'll start. So I did not pick the Hanging with Mr. Cooper song as the theme song. That's kind of like my theme song, and I felt that would be like picking my own cigar for Cigar of the Year. I didn't do that. But I went with the song that, without a doubt, the theme song. It was number one from the beginning. It's been the number one all my life. It is the original theme song from Hawaii Five-0 by the Ventures. That's, I mean, to me, it's the most epic song.
Somebody mentioned that too, didn't they?
John did. John mentioned it. He had it at number 5. Yeah. And I mean, there may be if someone ever took a video, there's me on a surfboard once throwing beer and water at me as that song is playing. So it is epic. It's without a doubt. And it's the original one, not the one that they redid for the remake, which wasn't a bad show. Right. That original one was just epic by the Ventures. I mean, there's nothing that was always my number one from the beginning here.
So Hawaii Five-O was actually my honorable mention. So definitely, but it was music oriented. So my number one.
Wait, one more comment before that. Sammy Davis Jr. did lay down vocals for that song, by the way. However, it wasn't the theme song. That's why, but he did lay down vocals for it. Sammy, you could Google it, and he has a version of it.
So my number one might seem like a cop out there, but I think it's on your list as well. But it's just the epitome of a TV show song. Everybody knows it. Everybody's sung it. There's no way you could have heard it and not sing it. It's Cheers.
I listen. I said if it wasn't my personal list, the Cheers would have been my.
It did make mine
number one.
It did make mine. It was a real estate thing with me. We only had 10.
Cheers.
No, yeah, Cheers. Yeah, I feel like Cheers is the top 10. I mean, like I said, to me, Cheers is the unbiased opinion. Well, for my number one, I'm surprised that it made neither list of Abe or Cooper's. I'm going to chalk it up to an Abe gap or to an age gap, but in West Philadelphia, born and raised, man, on the playground is where I spent most of my days. The Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Wow, that was a miss.
No, wasn't a miss for me. It was on my honorable mentions list.
Was it on your mentions?
Yes.
I mean, obviously, listen, as a Philly guy, I was just, missed on the list, but.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, these were my honorable mentions, and this wasn't my full list. Like, these are the ones I really wanted to be on my list.
Right, there's 10 honorable mentions.
There's probably 15, 20 there. Right. Yeah, so. He didn't make God coughing hurts. He didn't make my honorable mention. So can you put up the final board of season 13?
All in the Family was mentioned. All in the Family was mentioned. I think Coop, that was actually one I said was a miss for me.
Yeah, that was a miss for me too.
All in the Family, I got number 7.
Abe was the only one. Yeah, it was a miss. That was a miss. Yes.
It was hard. This is one of the hardest seasons of Tale of the Tape. So
absolutely, there were a lot that, like I said, easily could have made these top 10s. This was the hardest one by far.
Yeah, Alex had Cheers at number 3. So yeah.
I think the only consensus picks were the Jeffersons and the Sopranos.
Yes. But Sanford missed yours.
Sanford missed. No, oh wait.
No, Sanford missed Abe.
Not Alex.
Sanford missed Abe
because it had vocal. It didn't have vocals.
Sanford missed Abe.
Yeah, because it didn't have vocals.
He was definitely on the honorable mention too.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting. Fall Guy landing on Abe and I's list too.
Yeah.
That's an age thing.
That was an age thing because that is a. I mean, if that show had more legs, it probably would have been higher too. I just think the show didn't have quite the legs. It built a cult following later on, I think, but
yeah, that was an age thing. Yeah, all right, interesting list. We'll be back in 2026 with Tale of the Tape.
We got to figure out what we're going to do.
Season 14.
Yeah, it'll definitely be in 2026.
All right, so.
All right, here we go.
Close you out. Last dummy dialer. Wrong button. Last dummy dialer of the day. All right.
That's fucking hard. You need to post that on Facebook, though, Abe, that Emily video.
I will.
Put a clip on it.
Last dummy dialer of the day. This one, we call it Dirt Diggers, and you'll find out why.
Hello, thank you for calling Smoke In. How can I help you?
Yeah, do y'all sell the herbal incense?
Yeah, we got herbal incense, yeah, but that's the old stuff. You guys should try some of the new stuff they got in.
Okay. Where are y'all located?
We're down by the tower next to the river.
Okay. I'm coming from Huntsville.
Mm-hmm.
So which way would be the best way?
Which highway you going to take?
It'd probably be, 231 coming out of Huntsville?
Look, take 231 to exit 9242.
Hank, let me write this down, okay? Okay, 231.
To exit 9242.
9242?
Have you ever seen it at 9242?
With 4 digits, no.
Right?
Exit 9242?
Yeah, when you get off, make a right.
Okay.
You're going to go about 2 blocks, you see a big oak tree. Oak tree's got a rooster in it. Make a left there, and you'll see the water tower, right by the water tower.
Okay, a right on 9242.
Yeah.
A left on right beside the big tree with the rooster in it.
Yeah.
This guy's writing down big tree with a
Big
rooster.
tree rooster. Yeah.
Rooster and a big tree.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And you just go down and you see the water tower.
Okay.
We got a new stuff you should try. It's called the dirt diggers.
Dirt diggers.
Yeah, they've been selling them for about a month now.
How
Everybody's
much?
been buying them.
Do you know how much it is?
Yeah, they come in little depositories. They're about $9.95 for a dozen of them.
$9.95.
But they're time release. You can get them to work 2 hours, 3 hours, 6 hours, 12 hours, and 18 hours.
Who wants to be high for 18 fucking hours?
Wow.
Yeah, but
clearly he didn't understand when you said suppository.
No. It's coming. It's coming.
Suppositories.
Oh, no.
Oh, but they work great. Everybody's raving about them.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the big deal? Just stick a little pill up your butt. Ain't no wrong with it.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, though. But you do have the other.
Oh, yeah, we got the old stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, but see, this stuff, you can control it. End, start, it's perfectly time-released. It's a lot less expensive, too.
All right.
Just come on in. I'll give you a sample. You can try one while I'm here.
All right. Let me get there. And so, what time y'all close?
We're pretty much open till we close.
All right.
That was another saying I had all the time when they asked, we open to a close. But yeah.
Come on in. I'll give you a sample. You can try one while I'm here.
All right. Let me get there. And so, what time y'all close?
We're pretty much open till we close.
All right. Thanks, man.
All right, buddy.
All right, man.
Bye-bye.
And there you have the dirt digger.
Those are good.
The dirt digger.
You notice the retailer in me had to make it offset that it was a lot cheaper for the suppository, right? So, all right, you got to shove something up your ass, but you'll save a lot of money. So that was the retailer in me. Anyways, we hope you enjoyed this show. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for episode number 600. That's a lot of Saturdays for us, and I commend Alex and Coop joining me every Saturday. But it just goes to show you how much fun we really have doing it, because we've been doing it now for probably somewhere over 600 shows, probably. But we hope you enjoyed your Saturday. Thank you for being there.
Real quick.
Yes.
Real quick. Don't be silly. There's a 6-cigar, $20 sampler out there waiting for you.
Oh, yeah.
Do that.
Yes, the link is in the chat here somewhere.
I just put it in there again.
Yeah, definitely check it out in celebration of our 600 episode. It's the stupidest sale we ever did, but I had to do something really good for 600 shows. So take advantage of it while you can. There it is. Take advantage of it while you can. It's $20 for 6 amazing cigars. It would normally cost you $76.
Just so people understand, that El Titan's about $20.
There you have it.
Yep.
Literally, that El Titan's about, right? Coop, it's about $18, $19 cigar, no?
Yeah.
The redemption.
Yep.
So
Yep. Yeah, it's like 17 or something like that. Yeah.
That's basically it. We only got a show or two left before we take off for the end of the year. So hopefully we'll catch you guys next Saturday. Until then, everybody, keep it lit.